Popular Twitch and classic WoW personality StaysafeTV has just received a ban on Twitch.tv following his bombastic on-stream monologue where he responded to allegedly being called brown by another classic WoW streamer who goes by the name Ziqo. He doesn't look very brown to me, not gonna lie, but either way, this is The Incident, and I am your host, Big Musk. Starting out, here is the clip in question. We will have to make a determination here.
Does that mean I get to say the N-word now?
I think this does mean you get to say the N-word because, by the way people explain the privilege of getting to say the N-word, one must first possess brown skin. And if Ziqo is making the allegations that Mr. StaySafe here has brown skin, it would therefore make sense that StaySafe now has permission to say the N-word.
I already say it. Does that mean, hey, listen, I guess
we know.
We have a lot more in common than we thought, Ziqo. I guess you and I were brothers. I guess, brother. But it is funny, listen, this is a brown guy whose premier insult...
Hold up, we gotta fact check this. Is Ziqo brown? We have fact checked this statement by Mr. StaySafe, and it turns out that Ziqo is in fact brown. Let's get back to the video.
But it is funny, listen, this is a brown guy whose premier insult against me is to call me brown. It's like, dude, this is a little bit of a self-own. The biggest insult against me you can muster is to call me brown. Hey, dipshit, you are brown. You are literally brown. That's the best you can do? Like, really? Okay. The etymological origin. Hey, what's the etymological origin of Muhammad? Does that mean you like 9-year-olds?
Uh-oh.
Where does that name come from, Muhammad? How does that name originate? Where does that come from?
Alright, well, no flack to the Muslim brothers and sisters here, but these are some bombastic and crazy claims from Mr. StaySafe here. But we gotta take a look. We gotta take a look at the comment that initially set Mr. StaySafeTV off here. I think this is the comment. I could be wrong, guys, but I've done the incident. The staff and I have been doing some research, and this is the comment that I believe initially set Mr. StaySafe off. So let's read it by Ziqo. This Muhammad is about as Swedish as you are American, Mr. Morse, aka name with British origin. What the fuck is he talking about? Ironically meaning dark / dark skinned. The two things you hate. Interesting but not surprising how nationality is always brought up with you, Mr. Victim from Cascade Front. Well, first of all, Muhammad is not Swedish. All right, let's just make that abundantly clear right now. But that's besides the point. So I'm trying to decipher what his point here was. So someone, you are American, Mr. Morse, aka name with British origin. Does Ziqo not know that America was founded by Britain? Is this something he doesn't know? Maybe Ziqo hasn't learned about this because he lives in Sweden. I don't know, does he live in Sweden? I would assume I don't know anything about Ziqo other than this. I've never watched him once in my entire life, and the first time I ever learned about him was when this drama came up. So I'm not sure what kind of point he's making here, and if the etymological logity of Mr. Morse means dark skinned. Is that even true? We're gonna fact check this. That's actually kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty funny. So it's English Welsh origin. I respect it. It often comes from the given name Maurice, which itself derives from Latin Mauritius, meaning dark-skinned, swarthy, or Moorish. That's quite hilarious. Perhaps maybe the Celtic peoples, the Celtic or Welsh peoples in the time of the Romans, maybe they were more dark-skinned and swarthy than they ended up being. Maybe the Norman invasion really lightened the place up a bit. So it's hard to say, but maybe he's on to something. But either way, I don't know. That's just hilarious. So I guess it does mean dark-skinned and swarthy, but judging by the look of Mr. StaySafe here, I wouldn't say he's very dark-skinned or swarthy looking. But that's just me. So this clip ended up getting Mr. StaySafe banned on Twitch, and the ban was very shortly overturned. His Twitch partner StaysafeTV has been banned on August 27th, and he was shortly unbanned the next day, I believe it was. Yes, 17 hours ago. Mr. StaysafeTV made this statement. Update on my suspension. I appealed it, and Twitch allowed me to take a 10-day question quiz on how to become less hateful in order to have my suspension overturned. I failed the quiz. Okay, so he failed the quiz, but he still ended up getting unbanned, so these were not the only comments made by Mr. StaysafeTV. He applied to the original video clip by Yeet with funny, handsome, and faced all around W. A user, Mr. Frog, also said in jest, least racist classic WoW player, in which MattMorse responded, I'm actually the most racist classic WoW player. Mr. Frog responded, that's impossible, because I play classic WoW, and dropped this. Drop in the comments who you think is a more racist classic WoW player, Mr. Frog, MattMorse, or Big Musk. And finally, upon his unbannage from Twitch.tv, StaySafe forgave the company. That's right, StaySafe has offered his grace to Twitch.tv. He is back on the platform. Now you may be asking, what does the general public think of this? People took to Reddit to accuse StaySafe of being a Nazi grifter, or a Nazi, or a racist, or a Nazi. Reddit users also seem to have accused SFan, another famous classic WoW personality, of defending his friend and trying to sweep his antics under the rug. And I'm not gonna lie, upon hearing this only increases my respect for SFan greatly. Someone who says what they believe and sticks up for their previous friends, even at the risk of their own career, is someone that I can always have respect for. W to SFan for having a pair of nuts in his pants. SSTV, Power. People often accuse StaySafe of the guild Power being a white nationalist dog whistle to the word white power, as you see by Spiderzord. Is it true that his guild was called White Power when it was on private servers? His guild on private servers was not called White Power. He was in a guild on Classic called Power, in which he founded, but on private servers, as Pringle Snow says, he ran with Grizzly, which was a notoriously edgelord guild, I must admit, as someone who happened to be around at the time. Alright, that's enough Reddit. These guys are fucking gay. Well, let's wrap things up. Did StaySafeTV deserve to be banned for this clip? I don't believe so. And I guess neither did Twitch since they unbanned him the next day. Honestly, this is the type of drama I live for. Two people on the internet taking turns calling each other brown. I will say though, StaySafe did seem to come out on top of this, considering Zico's argument really didn't make any sense. Although, Zico bringing up the etymological origin of Mr. StaySafe's last name, basically calling him swarthy and brown, was quite hilarious. Once again, big W to SFan for sticking by his friends rather than sacrificing them to the scum mob that makes up people who unironically watch Twitch streams all day. Descendants of Great Persia always seem to be quite base individuals, not gonna lie. But either way, thanks for watching and subscribe.